Honestly, the CN 2.5 anniversary livestream has been an amazing watching experience. I feel that whatever that they have done is way beyond what I would have expected them to do. And as a Arknights player myself, it makes me feel like there's never been a better day to be playing this game. I felt so much pride being a player of Arknights just as I was watching through all of the content that goes on there. If you want to watch me react to that particular stream, I'm putting my Twitch link within the description below. But if not, I will give you guys a rundown as to the things that I feel EN players should know about from this event without spilling too much info that you don't need to know of. Let me just put a disclaimer here first. This is not for EN server. This is for the Chinese server of Arknights. For us in EN, we will receive this later on. The likelihood is that we'll receive this on 30 April, which is the exact same day that Mudrock and Rosmontis came for us this year. The new limited operator and the non-limited one will probably also come around the same date next year for EN. So whatever I'm going to speak of is about 6 to 7 months from now. So the first thing that obviously a lot of people are hearing about is the new Alter operator that's appearing, which this new Alter operator is Nearl Alter. She's of course a limited operator, and I'm rather upset that there is another limited operator. Like, limited operators are just a ball of stress for us Arknights players, right? Makes us feel like we're going to save, outrun them, and then we don't know whether or not we want to pull on this banner and that banner. But whatever it is, Arknights went on with that system. I don't like it at all. I wish that they improved the limited operator system in some way. But throughout the entire stream, they didn't mention any improvements to the limited operator system. There's no like spark count decrease to 200. There's no such thing as like guaranteed limited, that kind of stuff. It's still going to be at 300 pulls for you to convert it to a limited operator. So it's pretty frustrating. I mean, they gave quite a lot of rewards in this event. I'm not going to mention it since this is not for EN yet. Yes, they're still giving that generous amount of pulls to people. Just that I kind of wish that they reduce on this limited operator count. But that's the only negative part that I'm going to say towards this stream. Whatever I'm going to say here are amazing. There are things that I so very much appreciate that Arknights is bothering to do this for the players. Now, the first thing that I want to mention is that Rosmontis is going to rerun in this particular banner, but she's not going to be a rate-up operator. Just like how we get W at a 4% chance if you get a 6-star in our current banner, which is the Undertights one. In the Nearl Alter banner, Rosmontis is also going to get the 4% chance of getting spooked if, let's say, she's the 6-star that you get. So she has a higher rate up than the other off-banner 6-stars. But, to my surprise, on top of Rosmontis, for the Nearl Alter banner, W is also within that banner. So they made W and Rosmontis as that 4% spook chance that can happen if you draw a 6-star. And it's not a shared 4%. They are each individually at 4%, while Nearl Alter, which is at 35%, along with the other 6-star that's in the banner, which is Flametail, both of them are 35% each, and then W and Rosmontis are 4% each. So it's amazing. I did not expect them to put W in this at all. I thought they were only going to do W for anniversary's sake, but it seems like every time there's an anniversary and a half anniversary, they will put a W and a Rosmontis from now on. So that's pretty sweet. And that also means that in the future, after 1 year, all the limited operators in anniversary and half anniversary will appear as like the Spark Store operator. So not all too bad, decent that they bothered to make such a change. If let's say you don't get a W now and you're like, oh, do I have to wait 1 whole year to get the W? Not really. You are needing to just wait 6 months until W will rerun again for EN. So if you lost your chance within this one, then you can hope to save up more pools and hope that W or Rosmontis will spook you within the 6 months banner from now in EN. The other good news I have to say is that W and Rosmontis also got their Live 2D skins during this event. And I do think that I'm not too much of a fan of the Rosmontis one. I think it's okay. It's not anything too amazing. But I do like the W one a lot. So I'm probably going to be playing them as I'm speaking about now. But this should get some people excited that this will come for EN in 6 months from now. The next thing that I have to mention is the Selector pack. So we got our own Selector pack now during Undertights, and during the Nearl Alter event, which is called Near Light, that event is also going to have a Selector pack, and that also allows you to choose another 6-star of your choice. The 6 stars that you can choose are all the way up until Passenger. Yes, all the way up until Passenger. So more 6 stars are added on top of where we are at right now. Like right now, we have Torn, Surtur, Unactus, and Blemishine, right? So in the next point in time, we're gonna have Mudrock, Mountain, Arketo, and Saga that's also added to the Selector ticket. And that's amazing. I mean, there's Passenger as well, unless you want him, then sure. But like, those 5 6 stars are going to be added to the entire Selector pack 6 months from now. And that makes it quite an interesting buy as well. If let's say you want to get a Mountain or Mudrock, or you want to buy another Selector ticket, it may not be too long until we actually get it in our side. So I really appreciate that the Selector ticket is expanding every 6 months. And eventually 1 year from now, the next Selector pack will probably be including like Calcit, Palas, and Carnelian within that pack. So honestly, a sweet move that I'm excited for every time they update the Selector pack. Then it's announced that there's going to be a contingency contract after the Near Light event, and the free skin that you can buy using contract bounties in that event is an ARC free skin. I gotta say that I was very salty that they actually released an ARC free skin, because for one, I actually like this skin even more than the previous one, the paid one, and I bought the previous one. At that point, I'm like, did I really have to spend 18 OP for that just to get this? I mean, this skin will not have any effects. It's gonna be just a skin on his chibi's art. But I really like this skin more than the paid one that I got. So I'm like, oh well, whatsoever it is, new skin is a new skin. And honestly, it looks great. I'm glad that he gave up another skin for himself. And at the same time, Siege skin is going to rerun during the event also. If let's say you've been wanting a Siege skin and you're like, when is Siege ever gonna come? Well, Siege is gonna be added to the CC store 6 months from now, and it's probably gonna cost 300 contract bounty, if not maybe a little bit more, but I think it's only gonna be 300 contract bounty, and I think that's something that a lot of players are looking forward to see back in the game. So good on Hypergrid for bringing this addition. And then within this contingency contract, which is CC7, there is gonna be a new Joint Operation banner. So that's Joint Operation 5. We haven't got Joint Operation 4 yet. That one is happening in the next CC that we're gonna get, which is CC Spectrum. But in CC 7, there is gonna be this new JO banner that is one of the craziest Joint Operation banners I've ever seen. Joint Operation banners is basically a thing whereby if, let's say you get a 6-star on the banner, you will only get 6 stars on the banner and no one else at all. So that also means that if let's say Silver Ash and Nightingale is not shown in that banner, you will not get them. You're guaranteed to get one of the 4 6-stars that's being shown. And that JO banner has Saga, Schwartz, Phantom, and Surtur. And that's insane. 7 months from now in Arknights EN, when we get CC7, we're gonna receive this Joint Operation banner. And it's crazy because Joint Operation banners from Chinese server to EN server does not change at all. We're gonna get the same 4 operators, each having a 25% chance of getting them. And like, these are such good 6 stars to use for general content and even just to make things simpler when you're playing the game. So this is amazing of a banner. And I feel that this is something that might be worthy for people to save for if let's say they care about these 4 operators. So just take note, it's not gonna happen for EN yet. 7 months from now, that's when it's gonna drop. I had to record this while editing my video, like I'm editing on my iPad right now. Look at me. It's me. But like, I forgot to mention a few things while I was filming the video, whereby one of the things that I needed to mention was the fact that there's a very big quality of life change that I know some of you are talking about on social media and forums, that you guys have been wanting this change in Arknights. This is finally here. After 2.5 years of Arknights gameplay, this feature is being added. You can now change the background of your homepage or your front screen, so you don't have to have this standard Rhodes Island background anymore, and you can change it to something else that you want, and each of this background has a music tied to it. So depending on which background you choose, there's a theme song for it, and the theme songs are the songs that are familiar to you within the events of Arknights. My biggest joy about it is the fact that I can set the Obsidian Festival background and I can hear DDD playing when I'm in the homepage. Like, that is amazing. It's basically a background change now and a jukebox feature. And I think this is something that a lot of people have been looking forward to in Arknights. The downside is that you cannot choose the background that you want and the music that you want separately. I'm not sure why they chose to put the background and the song to be attached with each other, but whatever it is, it's better than nothing. The fact that there's a background change and music change, I'm all for it. I'm ready to have it in Arknights EN, but sadly this is only gonna come in about 7 months from now. So in any case, I look forward to it. Then comes the biggest excitement that I have towards this entire thing. Integrated Strategies, or if not Fungi Miss, is announced for freaking Rerun. I cannot believe it. I lost my shit when I watched it on Twitch with everyone just now when we reacted to the CN livestream. I was screaming my lungs off when I saw that Integrated Strategies is getting a rerun. And let me just tell you, it's way beyond just amazing that it's getting a rerun. It's permanent. It's a permanent game mode that they're gonna add to the game in about 8 to 9 months from now. For EN, that is. In CN, they're probably gonna enjoy it within the month of December. So for us, it's probably gonna drop in the month of May or June, but I don't mind it. The fact that I'm hearing that they're adding IS and it's a permanent event, that is insane. It's not just a permanent event. On top of being a permanent event, it's also going to be a seasonal event. Meaning to say that now they're going to bring a second season of IS. It's supposedly Phantom themed. It's not called Fungi Mist anymore. It's called Crimson Solitaire, where there are new mechanics that goes around it, new gameplay styles, but a lot of new enemies, new artifacts, and also new bosses that we can see within that event. So I'm so damn excited. Like, I'm so happy that they bothered to do this for Arknights. It makes me love Arknights so much. And like, the fact that there's going to be a replayable game mode that comes in for us, I'm more than excited. Now, if you don't know what IS or integrated strategies is, I would recommend you to watch one of the videos that I posted on YouTube before. It is actually my least watched video on my YouTube channel, where I played the hard mode of Fungi Mist. That video was edited to the point that it's easier for you guys to watch. And if let's say you don't like that it's edited, there's also a Twitch highlight of that video, which is unedited. It's 2 hours 13 minutes of a raw footage where I play a full run of Fungi Mist. So you can give either of those two a watch. I dropped the links in the description of my video and probably also in the pinned comment, because I really think for new players and people who've never played the event before, it is best that you watch like a gameplay example so that you know why people love Fungi Mist so much. So please do take your time to watch it. You will then understand why people love it a lot. But I'm going to give a brief detail before you go watching. If you're wondering what is integrated strategies, it's like an endless mode to Arknights. It's an endless mode and it's like a stage randomizing mode whereby you pick your path, you pick your adventure, and then you choose what stages that you want to play within your game. There's unique things whereby you start off with a very small squad that's within the game, and as you play from stages to stages, they reward you with stage modifiers that makes the game easier, and at the same time they allow you to then bring more operators into the stage. It sounds very complicated when I explain it now, because this video isn't dedicated to talk about integrated strategies. But again, if you want to understand it, that's pretty much why I'm recommending you to watch my old Fungi Mist video so that you understand about it. The thing that probably makes people so happy about this event, apart from it like being an endless mode, is the fact that it doesn't take sanity. Endless mode doesn't take sanity. It's a match made in heaven. You can play on. And of course, maybe at some point you may get bored of it, but it's not going to be easy to get tired of it, especially if you're very much in love with the game mode. I can tell you that when integrated strategies was a thing in Arknights, I was playing it every single day. Like, it was something that I would play for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even before I go to bed, I'll take out my phone and I'll be playing it. Like, I was streaming a lot on Twitch. Even when I'm off my stream, I started playing on my phone on my own. So like, it was such an enjoyable time. I'm just glad that it's back. I think a lot of you will share the same happiness, but that's not all. It is also announced that Arknights is going to have what they call an Arknights Festival 2022 and also an Arknights Ambience Synesthesia 2022. Arknights Ambience Synesthesia is the Arknights concert that was held already this year. If you never got to watch it, I would suggest that you go on YouTube, you search Ambience Synesthesia for yourself. There's probably some videos of the concert there. Or if not, if you want to watch the proper way, you do need a paid subscription to Bilibili. But there's a Bilibili link that you can watch to watch the full 2 hours concert. It was amazing. I loved it a lot. And I may like it better than another particular concert. Not going to mention which one. But yes, I'm surprised that it seems like the first one had so much success that the second one is coming next year. This really increases my pride level for Arknights, that they actually had the capability to push on, and at the same time they announced a Arknights Festival, which sounds like it's going to be a convention that's being held in China. We won't be able to go there, but I think it really speaks volume as to where Arknights has come. The fact that it has grown to be such a large game, such a well-loved game, and is doing well to the point that it can expand on the things that it's trying to do. So it's great to hear that they're planning for a festival in 2022, and also another concert that's to happen. But speaking of expansion, I end off with one last happy news that they also announced, and it wasn't just announced within the CN livestream. It was also announced on the EN official YouTube channel. That is right. An Arknights anime has been announced to be in the works right now, and that is big bomb news. When I saw it just now on my stream, I was speechless for minutes, man. I just sat there, I was like, that can't be real. Are you serious? Arknights is finally getting an anime? Like, after so long? They have the budget? They actually have the team to do it? That is amazing. I'm so happy that they've come so far to be able to produce an anime for this game, and that hopefully it's a good job that is being done. If I'm not wrong, the anime is going to be produced in-house. It's going to be produced by Yoastar Pictures, and I do hope that Yoastar Pictures do a good job with it. I know some people said that they're not very confident, but I feel that looking at the past PVs and the animations that they've done, I think they have the potential to do well. And all in all, I'm looking so forward to the release of this new anime. It's probably going to come out early next year or mid next year, whichever that is. But still, the fact that they've announced that they are already working on it, it's exciting. All in all, the entire set of Happy News feels like the CN livestream did so much happy content to neutralize the fact that there is a limited banner that they added again, to make it seem like there isn't really a limited operator problem in Arknights. Like I mentioned before, that the Dorsalus holiday controversy that they had, where a lot of people are pissed off with the limited operators, well, they didn't address it in the live stream. So it kind of feels like they swept the whole limited operator problem under the rug, and they put all these extravagant things. See, even Kelsey is falling after hearing that. They put all these extravagant things to make people feel better about the fact that there's a Nearl Alter. Like, when I first saw it, I was feeling like trash. But then, when I heard IS is coming and an anime is coming, I'm like, you know what? It makes it sound like The Forgiven. And it makes me still want to support the game even more, to see that they actually care about producing good content in the game, and that they're really expanding the network of the game. You know, going into the animation route. In the future, maybe they can expand concerts to the global side, that being if the global market grows big enough, and maybe expand merchandise to us, because I think a lot of us really want to buy merchandise, but there is that missed opportunity that YoStar isn't doing right now to actually give global the access to the merchandise. So all in all, nonetheless, I'm just insanely happy. It's amazing that CN is bringing all of these updates, and that for us here in EN, we will enjoy all of these in months to come. At least all these things that I'm talking about will happen in the month of May for us. So look forward to them when it drops to EN. And I think that's pretty much all that I will cover in this video. I'm happy. I'm literally a goofball of happiness right now. And I think I can go to sleep with a lot of peace in my mind that, you know, this is a very good update that CN has brought for their 2.5 anniversary. If you're wondering, are CN players happy about it? Like, are they okay with the Nearl Alter Limited and whatnot? Yeah, I think it was actually well received. People felt that the updates were good. They felt that, you know, a lot of people still don't like the limited operator, but nonetheless, it's like, okay, at least you're bringing good quality game content, and that's all that matters. I personally hate limited operators, but the game is great. So that's that. We hope that one day they'll improve the limited operator system. But if not, that's all that I'll speak about, and hope that you have a great week ahead. I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Nice talking with you.
My Siri just answered me. I didn't even see Siri. She started talking. Oh my god, that's creepy.